Hey guys, it's Deepak here, founder at Serpwizz, and we're back again talking about our ultimately SEO report. So I've just generated a report for Pearl Lemon Leads, and now we're looking at the meta description. So if you've got a client who's asking about a meta description, first of all, I'll talk to you about what a meta description is. A meta description is ultimately a set of information that describes another set of information, and that information, the meta description, describes the overall intent of the page. I'm quite curious to see how to explain the meaning of what does meta mean. What does meta itself mean? What does meta mean? Let's have a look. Short for meta key, referring to itself or the conventions of its genre. So the conventions of a style of data. What does it mean to say meta? Acronym for the most effective. Nope. Calling something meta, achieve the goal of the game. So ultimately, a meta person, serious thinker. Okay, none of those are that useful. It's really about describing a different set of data, which is metadata. So a meta statement maybe is communication about communication. So it's a really good way to think about it. So this is describing. It's a description that describes other descriptions, or it's communication about communication, so it's self-referential. Okay, so with that in mind, it's really important to have metadata on your site because it tells the search engine bots what it is that you are trying to communicate on the page. And at the top you'll have a meta description. So if we go to Pearl Lemon Leads, you'll see the award-winning B2B lead generation agency serve clients across the world will generate. So there's the meta description, okay? And if we jump into here, as it says that there's 168 characters, and you kind of want it to be there or thereabouts. As it dots off, it's because it's the next part of the description. So that can be useful when you want people to continue reading, or you might prefer to keep it quite short. So if we look at lead generation company and look at some ads, that's a meta description which they set, but they purposely don't use the ... because they're trying to fill in everything within that area, okay? Because it's more about making the actual description clickable. So depending upon what you're trying to do with your metadata, we're trying to I wonder where, if we rank. Cool, so we rank. Okay, so one of the things here, we premier lead gen company in the UK. We've got a problem with our meta description there, so I'll take a picture of that. You know what? In fact, I do that. It's quite fun to see that happens. But we're growing in ranking, which is cool. But the point is that depending upon what you're trying to do, you'll see the dots come off. Okay, and there you go. ... That one's not been set up. That one's ... So it's a real combination, and either way, depending upon what you're trying to do, if it's for the PPC element, it's a call to action to increase click-through rate. If you're ranking on page 1 top 3, then it does become a kind of click-through rate game. But until you get there, it's really about using it for search engine optimization, which is here, and an ideal character length I think is maybe I think it's less than 180 characters or something like that. So if we have a look at meta description character limit, get rid of that part there and see what it says to me. 160 characters, generally truncate snippets to 155 to 160. It's best to keep them long enough so sufficiently descriptive. We recommend descriptions between 50 to 160. So ours is actually 168, which is slightly bigger. But that's a good reference point for how you think about your meta description. So that makes sense, and I'll catch you in the next training. All right, see you guys.